Okay, I'm going to go through a typical Eagle Scout project book as it would be presented to the Board of Review. Um, First thing you'll notice is it's in a binder, a 3-ring binder, um, with a cover page. Some Scouts have chosen to use the Eagle Scout logo on the front. Others have used a picture of themselves, perhaps in a full Class A. This was Aaron's book from a few years ago. First couple pages here, he's got letters of recommendation that will need to be gotten. These are no longer returned to the candidate. They used to be. I will get you information as to how to go about sending out the letters, asking for the letters of recommendation. You also will notice that they are all in plastic inserts or tabs. He's got this project tabbed with application, project, receipts, supporting information, and his Scout career. So to start out with is his application, which you eventually will fill out. And then he's got his requirement 6, which is part of the application where you write a statement of your ambitions. And then it comes to the Eagle project itself. And it's got a picture of the finished project here on the front. His was to put in pavers in front of the Trinity Presbyterian Church. Next is the service project workbook. It is now pretty much a PDF, but it can also be done as a Word document. All the particular information. He's got the project description, what he planned to do, what group is benefiting, project details. And I'm kind of go through this kind of high level. If you want to see any of the particular pages, I can get that to you as well. It's got a preliminary list of materials and before pictures. It's really important to show before and after. Part of what you're doing is you're painting a picture of what you're doing, and you're trying to sell yourself as a Eagle Scout candidate. This page, he's got in the olden days, they used to actually have a printed Eagle booklet. Here's all of his project signatures, the approval sheets, and he's referring back to this page here. The part of carrying out the project, what he's planning on doing, the number of hours he spent. He's got a log here showing everybody that worked on the project, the date that they worked on, the time they came in, time out, and the total number of hours for each individual. And that continues on the next page, and then he has a total of 104 hours here. He's also got broken down other individuals, such as myself, Jason, and his mom. Materials to cover or complete the project. He's got a description, where it was purchased or provided by, the cost, any comments about how he went about acquiring those donations, changes that happened during the project. This is always very important to list, and they expect changes on projects. Project implementation, a little brief write-up about how the project actually went on the day of the event itself, and continuation of that. And then he's got a series of pictures. Can't really see these very well on the camera. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. Showing the progression of the project, the various different phases, different people working. His was pavers, so there was involving pavers. He had gravel, he had sand, he had to excavate, he had tamp down, and quite a bit of process to do the project itself. It also shows a little bit of irrigation system that he was putting in that was required. Again, what he's doing is, again, painting the picture of the project. people should be able to look at the pictures and almost know what was happening, what happened, how it happened. The stages should be in chronological order as much as possible. And it's good to show as many of the people that were working as possible. Again, just flipping through. Project have also involved some wine barrels that were planted, and it's showing that. And again, the final finished project, and then his approvals for the actual final project. He's got his total project log, which shows not just the workday hours, but all the hours spent meeting with different people, with myself or other people going and doing planning or contact. He's got an indication here that he contacted Baselite, who donated the pavers, and he spent 3 minutes on the phone doing that. He also has various different versions of the project that was planned. It changed a couple. I believe this is the final. And then the next day after his project happened to be a celebration of the church's 65th anniversary. And so there was a big celebration that day. He was invited and was an honored guest there that day. More information about Trinity Presbyterian. Again, mementos from that. Next section he's got here is for receipts. And this is for all of the various different receipts or proof of deliveries, various different items that were obtained from Baselite, tool rentals, miscellaneous items that were purchased or supplied. And then the next section was the supporting information. In this section, he put all the information, his rough logs, and those sorts of things. So he's got his rough sign-in sheet, his rough drawings with when he first started looking at the project. If you notice up here, there's some things that they were talking about. There was a question mark. They were trying to extend the project. That ended up not happening. But again, it shows the progress. It was not just, it was very involved. So each of the very different drawings he's got in there. He's got drafts of the thank you letters for the donation. This was a draft that had to be modified because there were some errors. This was his letter to ask for the donations. Again, thank you letters to various different individuals. And this is really important. If you have not done this, this is really something that should be done. And then in this section here, he's also got supporting information about how to go about putting in pavers. This is background information to help him understand how to do the project. So if you have any supporting information, that would go in here. This was, again, supporting information. I believe this was, this is the location of Trinity Presbyterian. And then the next section is not a mandatory section, but it is really nice section to put in. It's a career section. It's kind of a look back at his time in scouting. It gives, again, you're painting a picture. I keep on saying that, but you're painting a picture to the committee that you didn't just pop in, pop out, but you were an active, involved participant in the program. This is a picture of Aaron when he was in Tiger Cubs. And again, it's just a series of pictures of various different things he did, outings he went on, various different courts of honors. Again, you're selling yourself. Keep that in mind. You're selling yourself as an Eagle. So, various different projects. Snow. This was a Literacy Day. He was also part of National Jamboree Troop, so he put in information about that. The helicopter here was when President Bush was flying in to speak to the crowd. patches from National Jamboree. Going kind of fast. He was also the chaplain for his troop, so he's got information there for that. And then he's got copies of all his blue cards and for all of his merit badges. Now, this is not mandatory. It's not a bad idea to do it. If you do this, though, do not put in the originals. Make copies of them and save your originals, so if something happens to the binder, your originals are not lost. And once you get your binder back, you can always go back in and put the originals in. The very last thing he's got is a spiral notebook, and it's got some handwritten notes. There's different ideas and thoughts he had, sketches. Again, you want to show that you have been very thoroughly involved in the whole project. This is a real quick view, a quick look. This is not the only way they can be done, but it is one of the ways that many in our troop have done it in the past. If you have specific questions about sections, please let me know. It is kind of expensive when you're using the index tabs, the inserts for each page, but again, you are selling yourself. It makes it real easy to flip through. In the old days, when you met in person for board review, it would be very easy to go to a section to explain details about the project. If you have any questions, please let me know.